Hi friends, Naji here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will be discussing on for loop. So to understand the loops or specifically for loop or any loop in Python, it is used to iterate over a sequence like list, tuple or string or any iteratable object. Okay, so we can iterate over the sequence, which means like we can select the each element in the list or in the sequence one by one. So there is a common question may come like what is a sequence? Okay, so the sequence means which is any data structure that contain items arranged in an order, and we will able to access the items based on their index. Okay, so that is the definition of sequence. Now we can see in Colab how can we implement for loop. So I have assigned few variables, my list which contain a list, and my tuple, my dictionary, my string, and my nested list. Okay, so in this we can see few sequence example. So in sequence example, what we have said is we have items that is arranged in an order, and we will able to access the elements by their index. So for example, if I take my list, okay, so let me select index 0. So here we will get apple, right? Then in another case I can select my tuple, so this will give okay, so let me take my tuple index 0, this will return the apple. Okay, and when we talk about dictionary, let me see the dictionary here, my dictionary. If you take my dictionary index of 0, okay, so this will give a error. So in case of dictionary, what we need to do, we need to take the items. Okay, so this item is a, we have to convert this into list. Okay, once that is done, we will able to access the items. Okay, so this is the first item, that is Naji, and its value is active. Okay, so this is the example of sequence, and we can see how can we iterate over each and every sequence using for loop. Okay. So here let me go to that slide again. So here I will show you the syntax of for loop. So the for loop containing a variable, we have to start with a keyword for, then there will be a variable, okay, then there is another keyword called in, then we need to mention the sequence. Okay, so what this will do, this will iterate over each and every element in the sequence, and that will print. Okay. Then we have another thing, that is else and print. So this we will discuss later. Okay, for that let me go to my Colab notebook. Here we can see how can we loop over a list. So here I can go to for, I can have a fruits, right? So here we need to use the keyword in, then my list. Okay, this is my list. Then I am going to print. Here I can use, maybe I can just simply print that. Okay, see, I am iterating over apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, now we can see how can we iterate over a tuple. Okay, here I can do the tuple, then I can print f here. See, in this way here I can see how can we go through my string. Here we can do the print string. So here we can see the string as Python. So here now next we can see how can we loop over the dictionary. Okay, so dictionary have a key and value pair, so that that is there with the dictionary. Then we can do the in, then I can have a my dict dot items. So this will iterate over to the dictionary. Here I can do a key So my key will be, I can say this is my key, right? Then we have value and this is my value. Okay, this is not item, this is items. Okay. So once that is done, we have key and value are printed here. So for John B, its value is empty. Okay. So because here we can see the value is, for John B, the value is empty. Okay. Now we can see how can we make use of the range. So range is a method that will help us to create a sequence. So for that I can write for r in range. Okay, here I can mention the starting index and I can say the ending index, then here I can print the r. So here what I am saying, I need to create a sequence between 0 and 10. So this will exclude the value 10. Okay, then print the value. Okay, so here I am going to print that. Here we can see it will start from 0, then it will take till 9. Okay, and again I can take r in range. Okay, so here I am going to see r in range. I will be starting with 0 and my max value will be 10, and here I can mention the step size. Okay, so we can see what will happen now. Now let me print r. Okay. So here we can see first it will print 2, then step size is 2, right? So this will be next, it will be printing 2, then it will be printing 4 because its step size is 1. If I change, by default the step size is 1. So if I change the step size to 1, it will print 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if I change the step size to 3, it will print 0, 3, 6, 9. Okay. So that is the use of step size in range. Now we can see how can we use the break with for loop. Okay. Sometimes we can see we want to exit the loop. Okay, if certain conditions are met, we need to exit the group. For that we can use the break function, I mean break keyword. For example, I have a range, okay, 0 to 10, okay, and let me print the I. Okay, so here I am saying my condition is if the I is 5, okay, then I don't want to execute it further. For that what I can do, here I can write a if I equal to 5. Okay, I am checking the I is matching with 5. Okay, then here I can write a break statement. Okay, so once that is done, okay, what it will does is when I is equal to 5, it will exit from this loop. Okay, it will not execute it further. So let me see that. See, it is going to check 0, 1, 2, 3. So first time it will come 0, then I is equal to 5, no. So it will print that. Then finally when I equal to 5, it will break. It will not print I or it will not execute it further. Okay, so that is the use of break, and we can see the continue with loop. Okay. Here the same scenario, let me see if I is equal to I in range 1 to 10, print I. Okay, so this is simple and this will print everything, right, 0 to 9. And here I want to see, I don't want to print any odd numbers, I mean I don't want to print even numbers, say that is my scenario. Okay, so for that what I can do, I can check that if I can check this particular number is even number. Okay, if it is even number I don't want to print. Okay, then I can just do the continue. So we can execute that, then we can explain. Okay, so here what it does is we can see that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so it what is checking what it does is it will check I is a odd number, a even number, then it will not execute it further. Okay, but what happens is that it will not execute the next line, but the loop will continue. So in the break, when it compare with the break, once the condition is met, it exit from that particular loop, right? But here we are not exiting. Instead of that, it will not execute the rest of the code, but it will continue with the loop. Okay, so that is the use of continue. Okay, now we can see the else with for loop. Okay, or for loop with else. So we know that we have seen like if else and elif kind of a thing, right? So else is provided with for loop in Python. I don't think any other programming languages are providing that, but I'm not sure. Okay, but I have done with I don't see that in C# or Java or any other programming language. So here what we can see is, first let me write that, then you guys can understand it. Okay, then here we can see range 1 to 5. Now let me print I. Okay, now I can print else, print completed the loop. If the loop is completed gracefully, then only else will execute. We can see that. See, here this is printing, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Then it will print the completed the loop. Okay, completed the loop, because this loop is completed without any break. Now see the difference. Maybe let me copy this. I can paste it here. Okay, see, if I want to do a break, if I can say that if I equal to 2, then do a break. Okay, now let me execute this. See, in this case the else will not execute because the loop is not complete. This else will execute only when the loop is properly completed. Okay, so that is a use of else in for else scenario. Next is we can discuss about for, and how we can see that how can we get the index. For example, here I have list is there, right? Let me print the list. Now I want to see the index of each of these fruits like apple, banana and cherry, and I want to see the index. So we have discussed that for fruit, you can say in my list print fruit. Okay, apple, okay, spelling forget about it. Okay, apple, banana and cherry, right? Now I want to print the index along with this particular fruit. So for that, what I can do, I can enumerate this one. Okay, I can do a enumerate function, then here I can mention the index. Here I can say that fruit is maybe index this will be the index and this will be the fruit. Here we don't need this thing. Okay, something is not good, let me close it here. Okay, see, here when we enumerate we will able to get the index. index 0 is apple and index 1 is banana, index 2 is cherry. Fine. So that is how the enumerate work with for loop or any other loop. Now we can see the pass. Okay. If I have a loop, right, for I in range 1 to 10, okay, then I am just doing nothing. Okay. So this says that, okay, this is incomplete. So I can do a pass. Okay. So what it does, it will not do anything. Okay. So this will, the pass is just using with anything it will not do anything. Okay. So that is about the pass. Now we can see the last item, that is nested loop. Okay. So here we have a nested loop, my nested list. So let me print that. Okay. My nested list, let me print it. Here we can see a list of list. Okay, this is the first list that is containing two items. So one is a string that is mentioned about the fruits, and other one is mentioned about numbers, right? And within that list we can see a list of fruits, then list of numbers. Okay, so we need to iterate over all the items, then we need to print that. For that, what I can do, for I can say I in my list, my nested list, print I. Okay, so we can see that what will happen. See, first it will print this list. Okay, apple, banana, cherry. Second, it will print this particular list 1, 2, 3. Now we need to iterate over this list, then we need to print the apple, banana, cherry and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. For that, I can create another loop for j in I. Okay. Then I can print the j. So let me execute it. We can see apple, banana and cherry. Okay. So let me print one more thing here. I is here, I can mention the I. Okay. First it says, see, when it do the my nested list, first I will be apple, banana and cherry. Okay. Then we will iterate over apple, banana, cherry and we will print it. Then second time when the I is 1, 2, 3, here we can see, then we will iterate over 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that is how the nested list is working. Okay. So I believe we have covered most important things with respect to the for loop. I believe it is clear, and yeah, so that is the end of the video. I think nothing more other than thank you. So please don't forget to do the like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.